YouTube, what's going on? I hope y'all having a great day on this weekend. Just giving y'all a little bit of insight on just overall this topic of suffering and just how life has a whole lot of that. Thank y'all for tapping in for another video. Please like, comment, subscribe, as it supports me to keep doing this. And even if if y'all wasn't doing that, it's cool, but just know like it does so much more than you even know by doing it. But yeah, I'm gonna hop straight into the video. When I say life is suffering, it's not the narrative. I'm gonna be upfront now. The narrative is nothing negative at all. It's more of, this is something I've observed, not only now, because I was having some things up here in my mind that I wasn't really pleased with. Just wasn't feeling the best about it. I was in the gym. I was shooting a little hoops with some friends, and it was something in the back of my mind. I was just thinking, like, like, where is it? I'm just kind of, as everyone is, like, ready for different shifts in your life, my life, or breakthroughs. And I know, of course, we're the creators of it, but you definitely have to go through some suffering in it. And I can preach for that right now, and just overall in my life. As y'all see on my other videos, if you tapped in, if you want to know more of what I'm speaking on, literally my videos, I display all of the different forms of what we're speaking on. I give lessons on it. Whether it's through family, it's through relationships, or it's through my circumstances, like why am I in this way. And even like really, we can go as deep as relationships, like like that. I'm saying that because today that one was kind of really, I ain't gonna say kind of, it was very much in my affecting my just overall like energy, as far as like how I should not only maneuver with the dynamic with this individual, but also just future connections in that same way. But outside of that, that's an example of suffering, because I would want it to go a different way, but of course it's beyond you. Like, there's a lot of things that's beyond you. It's just what it is. And even outside of that, that's like very like minimal, whereas like other major things, whether it's why the car, like, it's just a lot of different things. I don't like to ask why. It's more like, how can I learn at this point? Because I used to ask why all the time, and that really got me nowhere. But now it's like, understanding that these different I guess challenges that you go through, challenges, because perspective is very powerful. And yeah, like he goes deep. Like, I can give a few examples. I won't go deep into them, but you already know, like, just the abandonment as a child, just the family structure, just not even just now, but even growing up, just wasn't really there. Felt not isolated, but just really just honestly alone. But I'm not going to say alone, because I know we have this beautiful nature around us, and something beyond us existing around us and within us. But on a human level, it felt just lonely. But that's an example, as far as from my perspective, how I feel like I had to suffer when I was a child, unknowingly, that it was suffering. And I sometimes at that time I was wondering why it was all happening to me, but now I'm to the point where I'm like, it just happened. This is what it is. How can I come out of this greater than me, how I'm feeling it, basically. And yeah, it basically gave me a lot. I don't even know if, like, I just noticed I was in the awkward position of the place, but I mean, I don't even know, like, I actually do know, like, why things appear how they appear, but more of the cause, because everything has a cause. It's more of the bigger question for me, but sometimes you don't get that answer. So it's about having solutions that not only help your mental clarity in your present moment, but you can definitely help another with this very similar or very different topic. And that was just an example, as far as like suffering, that not only I'm not speaking just on present tense, I'm speaking then as well. And those are two, like, just kind of give you an idea, like, suffering. And even outside of it, we only have to include me. Like, everyone is going through different challenges where they may not be the most pleased with. And like, suffering, like, it can be in ways where you have to go through this struggle, or you have to go through this hardship, and whatever it is, whether it's within yourself or in your external world, or it's honestly simultaneously, reflects in different ways. Whether you're going through it in a way, it could feel like it's suffering. Even like Buddhist teachings and Christianity, they speak on just the hardships of suffering. Even with, like, I was watching the video of Jordan Peterson. He was just explaining and I don't really watch a lot of this stuff, but it was just something pertaining to this topic, and just speaking on religion with Jesus, like how the suffering that he had to endure to get not only what we saw you see with the cross, but then also as well like just to get your voice out, to be heard, just what you had to go through, like the backlash to finally get to that peak of where I'm like, oh, I'm finally like heard, not like I'm like demanding this attention, but I'm just trying to put something out there that's really of value and I want everyone to see it. And even in Buddhist teaching, and that's really where most of this originated from, when I realized, with this title, this life of suffering, in a lot of different ways. And it's just really, even when we pass on, and it's a lot of different forms of pain. Like pain teaches though, pain expands, pain humbles, pain. It's something that we go through whether we're aware of it or not in different ways, and we're honestly all have to go through as far as leaving this planet, leaving it in this flesh at least. And also, I mean, really ain't gonna say in this flesh, because you honestly in the spirit, that's a completely different conversation. Like, so we'll just say leave this planet for now. And yeah, like with these Buddhists, and like I'm not trying to make this video on a religion narrative. It's more of just like how can you come to different forms of struggles, of quotation suffering that you're dealing with, and you feel it's very like not somewhat overwhelming or just somewhat just unbearable. And it's like for me, I'm doing this video, like I wasn't feeling the best before this video. I was just frustrated with the relationship thing, and I'm not even just that, just other things, just my current that's like down here, whereas the other things is like it's just really, I'm not saying getting to me, but it's like making me feel like just observing, and I'm just trying to really take action. And now I'm here speaking with you guys to see if anyone else has any insight or just anything to share with this. But overall, with like suffering, it can be a very transformative period. It can of course bring about rebirth, because you're not only suffering through things that you either endured or never learned, and both of those concepts will ultimately lead to a shift and change as far as either whether it's within yourself or in your just external world. Honestly, hopefully both, because I'm the type of person I would just want equal balance in internal and external. Like I'm not just all external. Like, let me just have all external. Like, no, it needs to be how I view it. It has to be a balance. I value very much both of them. Eternal a lot more, but yeah, it's definitely like one of these topics like I want to highlight. It's definitely like rebirth can occur with suffering. So and then also like with the rebirth, it not only allows you to become greater than where you are in this suffering, it also allows you to teach others as I'm teaching you about the suffering, because I'm not even speaking on the suffering I'm going through now, and I'm grateful for everything that's around me, like honestly, but I do understand when these human emotions are real, and I'm not going to neglect or pretend. But I am very much grateful for everything around me, and me being able to do this with you guys, just me being in this flesh. But I will be honest with you guys, I'm very transparent about what I'm feeling and just how I need to like really get this out as far as like informing others. And yeah, like rebirth is, I feel like you don't want to be stagnant in yourself or your evolution. So I'm saying all this to say, like, this is a process in your evolution. Look at it in that way, and that literally leads into my next look at it in that way, leads into perspective. Now you can be aware of the suffering that you're in, but what is your perspective? Are you going to be destructive with not only yourself but others or your environment, or are you going to use this suffering, as I am right now, to be creative, inform others, or you can work out, like just kind of direct it in a way that's not only helping yourself but more importantly helping impacting the world around us. That's what we're honestly here collectively to do, give a piece of ourselves that help the world and leave that mark here as we transform from this form of flesh. And yeah, like perspective is very powerful, not only with this topic as far as life is suffering, but also as well as just honestly in multiple areas of life perspective. And I do understand like your feels are real, and also what is real as well. So it's like it's really cultivating the right perspective that brings you the most peace and harmony as far as with yourself and what the direction you're going in your life. Whether it's honestly beyond you or it's something you can control, definitely focus on more what you can control, but things that are beyond you, you gotta have a good perspective on that as well. Otherwise, you'll end up doing something where they put you in cages, like you're an animal, or they put you in this ground or something like that. So it's good to have like I want to be that like person for you guys to give y'all some insight when I'm in places that feel like suffering or just feel very I'm just like just trying to really understand what's apparent and what I'm feeling right now, and with me understanding it, it allows me to do what I'm doing now. And like, you know, like with everything with life, the challenges and the hardships, ultimately at this point, pain, I look at it as it's like a catalyst for growth. It's like if you was never going through it, then you would honestly, you know, I mean, you can still grow in other ways without it, but I feel like with pain and hardships and then just the suffering part that we're speaking on, it allows you to evolve. It's more of a, it hits deep. Like this is something like the teachings, whatever you learn, you'll retain it so very much to the point where you're speaking it like as I am, because you've gone through different forms of suffering, and you're like at the point now where I'm like, man, why am I get that I'm going through it, but why am I not helping others with it? And honestly, like to really help yourself when you're feeling in this way, because I want to make sure I give y'all some advice, like some solutions to this suffering. And it's definitely like, just look at it as a rebirth. It's like, what can I work on, or like what can I shift or shed? That's another thing, shed away from within yourself or in your environment or with people. And then of course the perspective, because you know perspective is very powerful, and just your existence overall. And yeah, I feel like there was another thing that I feel like, of course, growth, you can expand, and a lot of growth with doing that having that realization that you're in that place and state of what we're speaking on, and knowing how to maneuver through it and also come out of it greater than when you was in it. And that's powerful, really, honestly. That's very, it's like you're an alchemist. Read that book, it's a good book. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here to talk to you guys about it because I was feeling, I'm not gonna say, I was just feeling a little like off about things that are like presently occurring. I am very grateful, but I do like know like certain circumstances can like, you know, it can make someone just, they want to take a step back and just evaluate everything. Like, and that's how, at least how I am. Like I won't just keep going, and then look back, or not even look back, observe what happened way later. You know, we need to be observing every step as we're going, just so I can not only learn from this this dynamic of what we're speaking on, but also like be more empowered from it. And yeah, I feel like the Buddhists definitely helped me be aware of this, because I have gone through various hardships in this life, and you're going to experience pain. Shout out to Wes Watson, I mess with Wes too. He said you're going to go through various, don't like quote me for word, but basically what I got from it, how I'm interpreting it is how it is. Like basically you're going to be going through pain in your life. Like you're going to like expect hardships, expect pain, like expect things to throw you off, or things that, or challenges, quotation challenges, because you can overcome them, but like expect that to occur in your life. Like it's not about to be easy sailing and breezy. And honestly, you honestly don't want it like that. And everyone living a different experience. Some people have it like that. They're easy sailing financially, or easy sailing in their love life, or easy sailing with their family. But you know, at the end of the day, it's how you take hold of what is going on within and in your present moment. And honestly, I can speak on all three of them areas. All three of them areas is not really the greatest right now. The relationship is not the greatest. My family, the connection, like how we bond, like how we reach and check, is not even just now, just in my life, it hasn't been that well. That's two. And then three, financial. I mean, I will be, and I believe you can be too, wealthy. Right now, I'm not in the place I can see myself being financially. So it's like, you know, me doing this video, being very transparent with y'all, because I want to make sure y'all know, like, hey, I'm human too. I'm giving y'all a glimpse of what I'm going through, to why this video has even appeared. And yeah, like it can hit all three. It can hit all three parts at the same time. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's just really understanding like how to like tap into this inner, like within, like using your voice, of course, and also like using your ear, tap into your heart, what you feel. It's very important to not dismiss that. And with this video, and even just as I'm going through things, I've just learned more about that. But yeah, y'all, I feel like I touched all the bases with this topic. I want to make sure I did. So honestly, I think I did for the most part, but this was nothing to do with religion. This is more just a topic that I want to give advice on, no matter what religion belief you have. But I want to wish y'all, whatever y'all going through or have you achieved or success, I'm rooting for y'all. Like, I'm grateful that y'all are doing it. So I'm grateful to be able to give this video out, connect with y'all. Like, I'm thankful, like I'm glad y'all came to my channel with this topic to tap in with me. It means a lot. And honestly, yeah, thank you guys so much. Y'all stay strong out here. Like, stay strong. Make sure y'all stay up mentally. And yeah, just make sure you give like thanks to all those around you, even when you're in these places of what appears like suffering. And just understand that, you know, even when you do obtain this place of where you are, where you feel like, oh, I have love, I have wealth, or I have family, even beyond that, there will still be some form of suffering or pain you have to endure. And I'm understanding that. And with me understanding that, I want to make sure you guys understand that. Because the more you understand it, when you do go through these hardships and pains and just suffering that feels just, it needs some justice, or I ain't gonna say, it's funny, I saw a video speaking on that, but you feel like something needs some justice, like just understand like, hey, I understand that this is a rebirth period. This is a time to create something new. This is the time for me to rewire the right perspective to this, so I'm not just you know, crashing out or lashing out, in other words. And yeah, like, just understand what this quote, life is suffering, really is. And this, to me, from y'all, it's really just it's a piece of life, part of life that you will endure and go through. We've been going through it, and even whether you are aware of it or not, you've been going through it. As adolescents, as a young adult, when you're an adult, you have that love life. Like, you will go through some form of hardship or some type of something that makes you feel I'm not gonna say not the best, but it makes you feel like the place you're at is not where you need to be, or want to be, or you know you want to be somewhere else, and you feel that, and you're going through it day by day. And the more you go through it, you'll kind of just start seeing more and more that, like, oh, I'm in this place where I know I need to get out of this, because it's, you know, the quotations I just mentioned. And yeah, it's about staying strong-minded, and make sure you guys have faith and like yourself and whatever you believe in. But nah, it's Des.Entertains. Thank y'all for tapping in my video. We giving out knowledge. That's what we need more of in this world. So I appreciate y'all. And y'all, look how nice it is. Y'all have a good day. Literally, this video, y'all just shifted my whole perspective, like, just doing this video. But nah, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Like, subscribe. And y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Much love for me. And I'm rooting for y'all, and whatever y'all looking to do or are doing right now, I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all got it. Stay strong. Stay safe. See you.